Good afternoon, everybody. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It's May 24th. Once again, yet another volatile day in the markets. July corn ended up 25 cents lower, with December down 8. So that was the biggest decline that we've seen today. Beans were actually up 13.5 for July. Novi beans up 18.5. Saw some spreading going on there as well. And then wheat down about 2.5 cents. So really not a lot of action out of the wheat, but a lot of spreading unwinding today, or a lot of spreads, guys evening up positions as we go into a 3-day weekend and also end of the month. So next week we've got about half a week, and we get into a new month. So guys are starting to take some profits or unwinding some of these spreads that we've seen just to maybe even up positions. But the big thing today for corn, and the reason why we were down 25 cents in July, mostly due to export sales. The trade was looking for some big numbers this morning. They didn't get them. For corn, they were looking for about 1 million to 1.3 million. It came out at 482,000. Not very good, and that's what got more of this negative feeling coming into the corn. Beans as well, maybe a little bit bearish there, but they were looking for 1 million to 1.2. They got 954, so a little bit negative there, but still some pretty decent sales overall. So we didn't find as much of a break for beans due to these sales, but definitely in the corn, that seemed to weigh on that corn pretty heavily. The weather also going to be looked at this point. I mean, you could argue almost the 1 week forecast, the next week, it's going to be hot. We got some warmer temperatures moving in over through the weekend. You've got some of these dry areas. Looks like things are getting a little bit drier here in the next week or so, with very minimal rains in certain areas. So that's going to be concerning. The eastern Corn Belt right now, are we going to start seeing some of these rains move across that? The western part of the Corn Belt, areas of Nebraska, northern parts of Iowa, areas of Minnesota have gotten some good rains. But we need to get the rest of the Corn Belt to drink as well. These hot temperatures, these winds, as you guys probably know out there, certainly drying things out. And there is some relief, but that's out in that 2-week forecast. So we've got some rains. We need to see these rains materialize in the 2-week forecast to really give some relief to this crop. So even though we've seen corn down as much as it was today, be careful with that. They take some of the rain out of the forecast, we're going to see buyers come back into that market again. You've got July sitting quite a bit below that $6 level. December sitting around $5.15, so pretty close to this $5 area again. We know how fast these markets move, and I don't see that letting up anytime soon. Where this volatility that we've seen probably will remain in this market. Another thing that kind of pressured some of these markets today was the dollar. Dollar was up 19 cents. So 82.45. This is new highs once again. So the dollar looks very strong. This concern with Europe isn't letting up, and looks like it could stick around for a while. That dollar's now in an uptrend, and we could continue to see that rally as long as Greece and this European Union, they don't have anything solved. They don't know what's going on yet. A lot of uncertainty. So as we're going into this long weekend, this holiday weekend, you're finding guys putting money in more of a safe haven, which is the dollar. So that has given some strength to that dollar once again here today. As far as cattle, fat cattle up 25 cents, putting that at 118.05. That's for the Junes. Box beef came in a little bit better today. Choice up about 57 cents. Select up 7 cents. So giving a little support to the cattle. No cash traded today. We did trade $2 lower for the cash yesterday, sitting at that 121 level. You guys are still waiting to see, has this cash market peaked for now? Has the futures already played that in? Really, where are we standing? So we could end up seeing a cattle chop around while they're trying to decide where things are going. But we've been happy right here in this range, and we'll see if that does continue. But we did have the June contract sitting at that 118.05, and it seems like breaks have been bought up, but any type of rallies have been sold as well. As far as hogs, down 2 cents for June. The back months were higher, so we did find strength in these back months. But the June contract down just a couple at 84.40. Cash market had set back a little bit. We had midday pricing, Iowa, Minnesota down $1.66. So we still have this negative feeling right now as far as hogs. Last week we saw a big week because we had a lot of the stores buying up their pork, getting ready for this holiday weekend. Now this week we're not finding that. So we typically do set back as we go into Memorial Day as far as hogs. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. But after this, we may have another week or so before we start to see cash turn around again and find this demand pick back up as far as hogs. But in the short term right now, hogs still are a little bit negative and continue to push a little bit lower once again. So give us a call with any questions you guys have. We do expect to see another volatile day tomorrow as we get into that holiday weekend. But give us a call here at 800-262-7538 or check us out right there online, Allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys had a great day today and have a great day tomorrow too.